For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 27 of Season 2 here at Chelsea on FIFA 18. We are 2 points clear at the top of the Premier League table with a game away from home against Southampton to start us off. We follow that up with a game at the weekend against Manchester City before a game against Liverpool in the first leg of the semi-finals of the Champions League, and we are again away from home in leg number 1. However, we start today's episode actually before that game against Southampton with a transfer offer here for Cesc Fabregas from Real Madrid. Cesc is a player we're trying to move on. Obviously, previously played for Barcelona. But he's not obviously a stranger to moving to a team's rivals, having previously played for Arsenal and moved to Chelsea. I'm not going to ask for too much more. I'm just going to ask for 30 million and try and get around 30 just because OCD is like, I want around 30 million. And well, they are going to give me around 30 million. So it looks like Cesc Fabregas is going to leave us in the summer transfer window and we will get the money from that transfer in the new season. Similarly with the money from the Michy Batshuayi deal that is going to take him to Bayern Munich in the summer. So we'll start with this game against Southampton. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content, and we will head right in now. 4-2-3-1 for Southampton. Carlos Vela, Tadic and Redmond, their front three behind Charlie Austin. I'm hopeful of a victory. I need to get victories in games like Southampton because we have Manchester City, Arsenal and Tottenham still to play in the league season this in the final 5 games. So games against teams like Southampton, I need to be winning. Eden Hazard with a throwback to Alexandro. In there to Kroos. It's not back there to Kante. I'll look for Morata. And Williams around the corner. If he's onside here, which he is, it was a great opportunity to take the lead. But Fraser Forster puts everything behind that and gets it over the bar. Hazard with the corner. I thought keeper would come for that. He hasn't. It's going to drop on the edge of the box. Kante should win that foot race, and he has done. I'll get it out wide here to Hazard, who's onside. Drill it into the middle, but straight down the throat of the goalkeeper, unfortunately. 8 minutes in, it's 0-0. Dusan Tadic. Cross there to Vela. Good tackle. Try and get this out wide if I can. I see Willian on the far side. I'm not entirely sure how he was able to get away from Carlos Vela there, but never mind. Go centrally here to Isco. Tony Kroos is there in some space. Quickly to Morata. Spin Virgil van Dijk if you can. He's done well. We'll go out to Willian. Dart inside and maybe look for the ball through there to Hazard. That's Tony Kroos, but never mind. He's got the 5-star weak foot. He's got the turn. He can't get the goal thanks to a wonderful block by Hurt. Hazard with the corner. That's a good delivery. Up goes Laporte. Textbook header down into the ground, but the keeper was right behind it. Corner for Redmond to take, and Southampton with a chance to score. It's a good delivery, and Hurt is underneath it and he's headed wide. He denied me my best opportunity of the game with that block from Tony Kroos earlier, and he's had Southampton's best chance of the game as well. Involved in a lot of the game so far, the Dutchman, but still no goals. Hazard. Inside there to Tony Kroos. Through to Morata. Back to Kroos. Around the corner to Hazard. And people in the middle, I'll try and pull it back. It's Alvaro Morata. It's blocked by Facer. Good closing down. Another corner for me, my third in this first half. That one could be awkward for the keeper. It was awkward for Morata as well as it happened. Willian will get the turn in. Oh, someone right next to him though. Probably shouldn't have shot there in that situation. Looks like it's going to be 0-0 at half time unless they're able to catch me on the counter here and get themselves an opportunity, which they aren't. Kante to Eden Hazard. Morata's there. Which way do I turn? Decided to turn this way. Isco will get there first. Deflected by Virgil van Dijk. Corner to come in. Eden Hazard will whip it. All of our chances, or the majority of our best chances, have come from corners. Morata does well to get to that. I'll get it across here to Laporte, to Alexandro. Willian is there down the line. It's a great turn. Willian in a good position. I'm going to get this into the middle. And it's cleared away again. Sandro into Willian. Time's running out here. Only 25 minutes to go. And like I mentioned, I'm desperate to get a victory here if I can get one because of the nature of our remaining fixtures and the fact that Manchester United are only 2 points behind us. So all we need to do is draw one game and they win on that particular match day and they're level with us. So the goal difference is in our favour. So provided we can just match Man United's results in every other game this season, we will win the league. But obviously they are an extremely good side. that beat us to the league title last year, and I'm desperate to beat them to the league title this year. But whether I can do it or not remains to be seen. Isco is going to try and do something for me here. It's a great turn. Please put this in the back of the net. Another block from a defender. Oh, I think it came off Morata then, did it? A change being made by them. Nathan Redmond going off. I'm going to make a change of my own. I'm going to... Oh, everybody's still tired from the previous game, though. Do I bring Kennedy on? Yeah, go on then. Let's bring Kennedy on. I'll drop Isco. Whoops, that's not what I'll do. I'll drop Isco to centre mid. And then let's put Hazard at cam and Kennedy wide left. Oh, not the best of players to bring on off the bench, but hopefully fresh legs will be enough to make the difference. 20 minutes to go. Nice tackle by Isco. I'm going to drill this up looking forward. We'll find Hazard. There's N'Golo Kante. There's Morata. Drop the shoulder. Spin. Morata's in. Oh, and I can't shoot. Just the defender constantly tugging at him and he wasn't able to get away from him. 9 minutes to go. And time for the winner is running out. Cross blocked. We'll have another corner. Lost count of how many of these I've had in this game so far. We've had chances from most of them. Hazard with the delivery. Christensen's up. Great save from Fraser Forster. He does well to step in on Carlos Vela there. Isco's got Kante in support. Willian is wide right. Get it forward here to Morata though. Just knock that back to Eden Hazard. They look for Morata again. Oh, his touch let him down. It's going to drop to Kennedy, whose shot is well blocked. I'll dink this in. Morata with a header straight at Fraser Forster. Oh, I probably had enough space there as the defender committed to actually bring that down and have a better effort as well. That's frustrating. Looks like it's going to be a draw here against Southampton unless. Hazard with a turn. There's Morata. Keep going, Alvaro. Just keep going. Just keep going. Then turn back inside. Find a teammate. Isco's there. Kennedy's there. Kennedy's there. Hazard. Onside. Playing on. Still going. Kante. Oh, fuck. Cleared away. I just can't find any space in their box for shots. And there's the final whistle. It's a 0-0 draw at St Mary's. That's really, really, really annoying. I had chances at the game. Chances upon chances upon chances, although only 2 highlights on the highlight reel. Oh, lads, I'm so annoyed that I haven't been able to win that game. What are Manchester United doing this particular weekend? We don't know. Well, it's midweek, isn't it? Right, we've got Manchester City at the weekend then. Manchester City at the weekend. I need a win. I need a win. 5 at the back for City again. Last time we played them, they were down the bottom of the league. But they are not down the bottom of the league anymore. They're a lot higher now, pushing for European spots. So the side that is very similar to the one that we played before and did well against is probably going to play better than they did before. Sandro into Eden Hazard. In there to... Oh, wow, what a start this would be. Isco. It's just arrived. Just arrived and blocked it. Don't let this be a replica of the game against Southampton where defenders are going to be king. Andreas Christensen will pull this back here to Tony Kroos. There's Willian. I'll try and drop the shoulder, get that around the corner. Oh, it's Aymeric Laporte. Oh, and it's a good save by the keeper, Ederson, but given away. Willian back in towards Laporte, but Otamendi reads it and cuts it out. Kante. Across to Alexandra. I'm actually going to get all the way into the middle there to Morata and hit it early, which is well saved by Ederson. Dominating the opening stages of this game as we did against Southampton. That's going to drop free, but it's going to be Gabriel Jesus that gets to it first. I don't want this game to go the same way as the one against Southampton. Outmuscle him there, please, Alexandro. He hasn't been able to and actually got shoved right off the ball. He's got people in the middle to aim for as well, but will he find them? That's the question. The answer is yes, and Naby Keita gives Manchester City a 1-0 lead. I just couldn't cope with the pace and strength of Gabriel Jesus there. Right. Things not going well. Things not going well at all because Manchester United won their game on match day 34, so we're level on points with us as we head into this one with 4 games to go. My goal difference was +6 in my favour, but the only way that I can guarantee that I win the league is by winning every single game that I have remaining. City, Arsenal, Reading, Spurs. And we're 1-0 down here after 10 minutes. Nice tackle by Kroos. Karim Benzema. Oh, it's good football. Benzema, finish. City are clinical right now. This is the sort of performance you would expect from a team this strong. They didn't give it in the first game against them in the league, and we got a solid victory, but I'm being outperformed here by a team that is top class. Kroos, Isco through the gap there to Morata. Try and drop the shoulder on the defender, which he's done well, and the shot is well saved by Ederson. It's not like we haven't had chances in this opening half an hour. Or we might get another one here, but tackle makes it go out for a goal kick. Laporte intercepts. Hazard. Kante. Isco. Kroos. Right, Pereira's out wide. Williani's there too, but I'm struggling against their 5 at the back, to be honest. Morata with a good spin. Go back here to Ricardo Pereira. It's the right back in the box. Oh, who finishes superbly. Right, we're back in the game then. At 2-1. That's a great finish from Pereira, I'll be honest. Didn't expect him to hit it that well or that accurately. But great strike. Right, game on. Naby Keita. Into Jesus around the corner. Oh, stop it. Good save by Courtois. You can't defend against that. It's just impossible. Corner's coming in from De Bruyne. 2 minutes to go at the end of the half. We've pulled ourselves back into it. And Isco, what is that? I told Isco to play it downfield and he's kicked it backwards at a defender who's then instinctively kicked it straight out from Manchester City throw. If they score from this and make it 3-1, I'll be done. I'm completely done. But no, they haven't. And it's probably going to be half-time and is. 2-1 down, but we've created enough chances to give me confidence I can get back into it in the second half. Here's Pereira. In towards Morata. Good touch and turn. Pull it back to Cruz. Out wide to Sandro. Quickly down the line to Eden Hazard, who turns inside really well. Hazard in a great position. Eden Hazard. Oh, I think the ball actually got kicked against him as he was in the shooting motion, which meant that the shot wasn't quite as accurate as I might have wanted it to be. But still, good save by Ederson to deal with the effort. And Kyle Walker's got the pace to get around the outside here. Alexandra doing well to stay with him at least and get the tackle in. Now means Walker's out of position, but because they're playing 5 at the back, they do have players around to cover, which is annoying. Never mind, 25, 35 even minutes to go here, and it's still 2-1. We could make it 2-2 if I can get this to Isco, which I can do, and Isco, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful finish. It is now 2-2. We are back in the game, drawing again, and the momentum is in my favour. Can we make it 3-2? Down the line to Gabriel Jesus. Just, you never know which way he's going to go. He's such a good player, Gabriel Jesus. And he's already grown to like 84, 85 rated in this save, as we saw when we were Brazil manager earlier on in this series. So I know how good he is, because he was my main man in that competition in the World Cup in 2018. Thankfully, he's missed the target there. They're making changes. I'm going to make some of my own too. To Bakayoko, out wide to Alexandro. Hazard in space, but being closed down by Jason Denayer. Into Toni Kroos, across to Morata. Otamendi runs away with it. Kante with a good tackle though. Morata keeps his feet. Stumbled there slightly. Kante to Charlie Musonda. Oh, deflected and in! That was going wide. It was such an awful shot. I'd committed to shoot before Musonda made the extra turn away for the angle. Jason Denayer has turned it home. It was going so far wide. Is that the stroke of luck we needed to help us win the Premier League title? That was going so far wide, and he's turned it in. 3-2 Chelsea. Here's Gabriel Jesus. I was ready for that ball out wide. Here's Maffeo. Tackled by Charlie Musonda. In there to N'Golo Kante, around the corner to Cruz. To Bakayoko. Now what do I do for the final few minutes in the game? Because I've really come back from absolutely nowhere to finally find myself in front in this game. Do I continue to push? Do I look for a fourth to try and completely kill it off? Or do I settle for the 3-2? Well, I very nearly scored the fourth there. Kyle Walker will deal with this. No, he won't. He's giving it to Eden Hazard. And Morata. Oh, what a block by Otamendi. That was destined for the back of the net. Wow. Well, if they were unlucky not to keep the third effort out, then that has pretty much been the opposite of what happened before. So I'm concentrating so hard on trying to keep the ball and work another opportunity. I can't really concentrate on my my commentary right now. This is such an important game with the grand scheme of things of the season. Ricardo into Morata, across to Toni Kroos. Good touch. Kroos! There is a fourth. This season has been outrageous. This game has been outrageous. From 2-0 down to 4-2 up in the most ridiculous of circumstances. All this game needs now is a red card and a penalty, and it will have had absolutely everything. Bakayoko to N'Golo Kante. City just fell apart in this second half. I don't really know how else to describe it, to be completely honest. Here's Morata. Hope that there for Casey Palmer, who's come on and will hit the post. Very nearly scoring a fifth. Could still score a fifth. Could still score a fifth. And Charlie Musonda turns... Oh, penalty? No. I genuinely don't know what has happened in this game. It's just been a blur. It's been the most entertaining and ridiculously event-filled game that we've had for a very long time. I can't quite believe the way that it's gone as well, with going 2-0 down to come back to be 4-2 up, but it might be 4-3 here if Aguero can find a way through. He's twisting and turning away from everyone. Gabriel Jesus, now he hits the post at the other end. Into stoppage time. How many added on? 3 minutes. Casey Palmer is there. That was who it was meant for, but it went towards Charlie Musonda. Never mind. There's not enough time now for City to get a victory from this. Don't think there's enough time for City to get a draw from this either. Quite happy. Rephrase that. Not necessarily happy to let them have it where they had it, but we've tackled Gabriel Jesus. Come on, ref, do me a favour. Do me a favour, referee. Blow you whistle, referee. Thank you, referee. 4-2 to Chelsea. That might be the biggest win of the season so far in the grand scheme of everything with the league. Man United lost to Huddersfield. Oh, just as they did in real life. Huddersfield 2, Manchester United 1. We have a 3-point lead back at the top of the table. It is a remarkably important win against Manchester City. Oh. Now we've got a Champions League semi-final. It's Liverpool, Chelsea and Manchester United, Barcelona in the semi-final. So at least one English side will make it through to the final. Now the final last season was Chelsea versus Manchester United. The Premier League title race last season was Chelsea versus Manchester United. The title race this season, Chelsea versus Manchester United. There is a chance that the Champions League final could yet again be Chelsea versus Manchester United. Mad. Right. What team are Liverpool playing? I've had to rotate my side. I've focused on the Premier League because obviously we got pipped last year. So I focused on that, but this Liverpool side looks very strong. Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino, Chan, Koke and Henderson, Rose, Glick, Matip, Cancelo and Karius. My team not anywhere near as strong. I'll show you my starting lineup now. It's quicker just to skip it and then show you in this other screen rather than wait for the graphics to tick over. That's although it's going to the wrong menus 3 times. It probably would have been quicker to wait. My starting lineup is Pedro Abraham. Why did I say Abraham? Pedro, Abraham, Willian, Palmer, Fabregas, Bakayoko, Luke Shaw, David Luiz, Azpilicueta, Zappacosta, Courtois. It's still a strong side. Still a strong team. Look, there's nobody lower rated than 81, and the majority, well, apart from Casey Palmer, and the majority are rated mid-80s. So it's still a good team. And I've just made the decision to prioritise on the Premier League. If I'd lost to City, I would have prioritised the Champions League. But after turning that game around and Manchester United losing, it's too good an opportunity to miss up to try and win the Premier League this season, especially after the way that we lost out on it last year. So I'm going to prioritise that and try my best to get to the Champions League final, regardless, with the rest of the squad playing to their full potential. Casey Palmer around the corner there to Tammy Abraham. Casey Palmer's going to keep that run going. Oh, lovely back heel through. Casey Palmer's in behind. It's a poor finish. Drilled straight at Carrier. So tried to roll it into the corner and it just didn't work. Cesc Fabregas picks up the interception there, but Casey Palmer can't beat Emre Can to the loose ball. That's frustrating. Really could have been, really should have been 1-0 up there. It's Danny Rose driving forward. Good tackle by Zappacosta. Casey Palmer forward to Willian. Cross there into Bakayoko. On familiar territory for Timu Bakayoko here, just on a ridiculously mazy run, and he's still going. Timu Bakayoko, good shot, well saved by Loris Karius. Wow, what an opening goal that would have been. But drill is to the edge of the box. Cesc Fabregas gets it under control-ish. Oh, he's tripped. Is that a free kick? Nothing given. All right, fair enough. Would have loved a free kick there, to be completely honest, but never mind. Corner for Koke to whip into the box in front of the Kop. And it's not the best of deliveries. Tammy Abraham actually headed that against Casey Palmer. Firmino gets it back in the middle, David Luiz gets it away, and Willian does just enough to turn the ball away, but only finds Emre Can. It wasn't the best of passes, intercepted by Aspi, and we will make sure this time that we utilise possession properly and clear our defensive lines. 20 minutes in, it's still 0-0. Willian in there to Tammy Abraham, back to Willian again. Good first touch to drive into that space, look to play through Casey Palmer. He missed earlier on, he's missed again this time. Couldn't beat the goalkeeper with the first effort early on in the game. Beat the goalkeeper this time, but also beat the post. Still 0-0. Corner for Liverpool. Koke stands up into the middle. Win that, please. He hasn't. Oh, my God. What a goal from Mo Salah. I mean, I can do nothing but applaud, can I, really? What a goal. He's not even like swung a leg at it. He's literally just side-footed that. That is unreal from Mo Salah. I'm speechless. 1-0 Liverpool. Cancelo drives around the outside of Luke Shaw. Cross could be incoming. He's gone short instead to Mo Salah. Shot well blocked by David Luiz, trying to get this away. Somehow it's dropped to Gini Wijnaldum there, and he comes a matter of centimetres away from giving them a second goal. Dejan Lovren coming on for Liverpool now for Joel Matip. They've also brought on Gini Wijnaldum, as you saw there, being involved in the previous move. But I'm not sure whether Lovren will be a positive or negative influence for their game. Still just a 1-0 though. As I mentioned, I take a score draw. A 1-1 would suit me down to the ground, to be honest. A 1-0 isn't the worst result either. But obviously, if I can avoid a defeat, I would like to avoid a defeat. Mo Salah up against Luke Shaw, somehow spins away from him. Salah is the difference between the two teams. It's a great goal. It's a great goal. Now any sort of away goal, whether it be a 3-1, a 2-1, anything. I just want an away goal now. I don't mind losing by 1, but I need to get an away goal. Nicely done by Gini Wijnaldum. Salah to João Cancelo. Space to run into there for the Portuguese. Could have gone down there, but Luke Shaw's physical challenge was legal enough. Pedro into Casey Palmer. We'll go out wide looking for Willian. That's a lovely ball. A brilliant ball. Right, Willian racing away here. I've got Tammy Abraham on the far side, but I will go alone, and Willian brings us back into the game. I'm actually going to take Willian off now for Charlie Musonda and hope that perhaps Charlie Musonda's extra pace and extra fresh legs will make the difference for us. Maybe we can still get a draw out of this game. 2-1 has us back in it, and there's still 10 minutes to go. Emre Can into Gini Wijnaldum. Nice tackle by Azpi. Tammy Abraham could be played in here. Tammy Abraham up against Dejan Lovren. Now who's going to win this? It's going to be Tammy Abraham. What a save from Loris Karius. That might be the biggest save of Liverpool's entire season at this point. Charlie Musonda going to win this back though. Back there to Casey Palmer, looking for Tammy Abraham again, but only finds Emre Can. That save from Karius was massive. Absolutely huge. I can't quite believe he's been able to pull it off, actually. And we'll cut that out. And I think the whistle will go. It will. Right, not the worst result in the world, the 2-1 defeat at Anfield. Getting that away goal was huge, but obviously if Tammy Abraham could have finished that there and get a 2-2 draw, it would have been even better. But Liverpool, the better team in that game, I have to be honest. Hold my hands up. The finishing from Mo Salah in both instances was top draw, especially the first. I still really don't know how he was able to use that sort of technique to score the way he did. But Manchester United lost to Huddersfield, as we saw, so we are 3 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. Arsenal and Spurs in a race for third. Watford in fifth, and it looks like Manchester City are out of the race for European football, although they are still mathematically still in it. Liverpool down in 10th. They've obviously been prioritising European football this season. I'm prioritising the Premier League, and we have Arsenal next. And then the second leg against Liverpool, and then Reading. So depending on what happens in the next episode, if we get through against Liverpool, actually regardless of what happens in the next episode, because it would be 2 games per video anyway. So we'll play Arsenal and Liverpool next, and then it'll be Reading and Spurs after that. And depending on what happens in the Liverpool game, we'll either have the final game of this season in the Champions League final as a cup final special, or the Reading-Tottenham episode will be the last of this season before the roundup, and then we head into season number 3. So it'll be 2 games per episode for the remaining, or for the next couple, as we just spread out the games. End up playing 3 in one and 1 in another, so might as well make it 2 and 2. Oh dear, there's a lot on the line, and I have no idea what's going to happen. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on those 2 final episodes, and I'll see you next time.